The only way that you can live in detachment is if you begin to recognize the dreamlike nature of this world. If you begin to truly see the temporary nature of all that you perceive, including your own idea of what you believe yourself to be. So a while back, I think about a month or two ago, I also made a video regarding this where I told you a story about one of the shifts, one of the greater shifts that really took place in my perception when I encountered a photo, an old photo of myself back when I was in 10th grade in high school. And I looked at that photo, and obviously the person in the photo was the old version of me with a completely different hairstyle, with a completely different body, completely different style of clothing, and remembering through memory back at that version of myself, I remember having a completely different personality, completely different character traits, wanting completely different things, feeling completely different things, believing completely different things, having day-to-day thoughts that were very, very different than what I have now. So that really induced a sort of shift where it really made me realize that when that was actually my experience, when all those beliefs and ideas and personalities and the world of that person was my experience, it felt so intimate to me. It felt so real. It felt as this is mine, this is me. And the world that came accompanied with that person was also experienced as my world. It was experienced as real. But the world and the person that I experience now also have a coloring, a taste of what I am. It feels real. The contents within awareness were previously that, and now they are this. And what the contents were before felt so real and true, and equally as much, the contents that are here now feel real, feel like myself. So this pointed my attention to what has not changed. So that version of myself versus this current version of myself, completely different contents of awareness, right? Completely different thoughts, emotions, feelings, beliefs, completely different world, situations, circumstances. Everything was different. Everything. Only through memory am I even linked with this person. Other than that, it has no existence anymore. But it was completely different than what is the contents that are here now. Yet at that time, it felt so true. It felt so real. And the same thing right now, this feels so true. This feels so real. Contents are fully different, but the sense of it being so true, it being so real, this being alive, real, has not changed. That was the only thing that I could find that was constant between these two versions of Sunny. And this made me further look into my current experience, because anytime we seek to go deeper into this teaching, we must start from where we are right now. Forget the past and the future. This made me look deeper into my current experience and to find the hint of the real within the unreal. The reason I tell you this story is because it is very important if you ever want to cultivate a sense of detachment in your day-to-day life. Right now, you live in a state where the contents that are in your experience are felt as true, are felt as real. But so quickly, these contents are replaced with other contents, they pass, and then other contents replace these contents. And then when those contents are here, they feel as so true and so real. And if we're living in this state where we're believing in the reality of that which is temporary, we're believing in the reality of that which constantly comes and goes, then we will always suffer. You, in this place, in this state, you live in attachment with what you see. And only once you start to see the dreamlike quality, the unreality of that which comes and goes, can you now be more established in that which does not come and go. And only when you are more established in that which does not come and go, only when you start to recognize the real within the sea of changefulness, can you live within the changefulness with detachment. So, in order to recognize this, I want you to, again, look directly into your experience right now and see whatever is here right now, like my words, the experience of you watching this video, whatever feelings you may be feeling in the body, whatever thoughts may be occurring, whatever your current situation or circumstances, this feels true. It feels real. There's a sense of nowness here. There's a sense of aliveness that is here, a sense of realness. I know I'm being repetitive, but it is very necessary. So stay with me here, okay? Now, I want you to just think back to yesterday when you were having dinner. When you were eating dinner, that memory, when that was actually the content of your current experience. Notice that, so I want you to compare. The contents of your experience were completely different. Okay? So right now you may be sitting in your bedroom and you're watching this video, and those are your surroundings. They're the new fresh thoughts that you're having. You're maybe wearing different clothes. You're feeling different. You're thinking different. And yesterday, literally yesterday, something that you consider to be so close, so recent. Yesterday, think back to that memory of you, wherever you were, whatever room you were in. Maybe you were in your dining table, eating your dinner, different clothes, different set of feelings in the body, different thoughts. But during that time, when those were the contents in your current experience, they felt so real. They felt it felt like that was reality. That was the truth. But now, that dinner that felt so real, that experience that felt so true, that felt like reality, is now nothing more than a memory. It has no existence. It has no beingness other than just a thought of memory which arises as your current content of awareness. The reason I point that out is because that memory that you have of dinner from yesterday is just as, or is the same in quality to the dream you had 5 nights ago. So when you wake up from a dream, right, and no matter how intense and real the dream may seem, and in the moment it always does, when you're dreaming, it feels like this is real, this is true. And you wake up and you're like, oh, that completely did not exist. That was just a dream. Now, so think back to the dream that you had a couple of days ago, whatever dream it may be. See that in quality right now, here and now, the memory of that dream and the memory of what you considered that actually happened, that dinner from yesterday, is the same in quality. They both have the same level of existence, or shall I say, the same level of non-existence. They are no more, of no significance. They have no more beingness. And soon, right now, what the current contents of your awareness, this video, the thoughts that you're having, the whatever you're feeling, the surroundings you have, all these contents, they will also become very, very dreamlike, non-existent. Tomorrow, you will think back to this moment just like you think back to the dream that you had 5 days ago. It has no more existence. So what is going on here? All these contents, when they are here, they feel so true. They feel so real. But literally moment by moment, they're becoming dreams. They're turning into non-existent projections. This is not to shun the world. This is not to reject the world, what we call physical reality. The point of this teaching is not to reject the world. It is to see the unreality of the world. It is not to say, oh, the world is unreal, therefore, oh, whatever, do whatever you want, act disorderly and whatever. No. It is simply to not place your own sense of self and such great importance and significance in that which is transient, that which lacks reality. And this is the first step to it. Because see, as long as you consider the contents of awareness, which are always changing, as real, you will always attach yourself to them. Now when the contents are pleasant, you're fine, and you will still attach yourself to them, and you will hope that they don't change, because inwardly you know they always do. But as soon as the contents turn into something that is unpleasant, you will deeply suffer them. And you will be like, how do I let go of this? How do I detach myself from this and this and this? How do I stop thinking about the future and the past? You cannot. Because this is what you consider to be true. This is the extent to which you know reality. So the teaching is not to reject the world, but it is to see, okay, within this sea of change, within this unreality, there is something that is real, because here and now, it is so obvious that I am alive, I am awake. Whatever I'm experiencing may be illusion, who knows? However, the fact is that I am aware, that I am alive. This aliveness, this realness that is here right now, and tune into it. Don't just think about it. Don't just hear my words. Tune into it. This aliveness, this beingness, this amness, this isness, is it not the same as the aliveness, the beingness that was also accompanying the contents from dinner last night, or the experience before that, or the vacation that you had a year ago? All the contents are different, but were all the contents not experienced through a sense of aliveness, a sense of realness, a sense of beingness? So this teaching is to point your attention towards that which is real, and through it unmix that which is real from that which is unreal, so that you can have greater clarity, so that you can actually know where reality lies, and not instill what is transient and constantly coming and going with so much significance, so much of your own self. This teaching allows you to recognize what you essentially are. You see? The contents, not just experiences, but also what you consider yourself to be. The personality, the body, how you look, what your hairstyle, right? Like your belief systems and all this. All these are also contents, and they're constantly disappearing like dreams. They're also always being replaced. Entire generations, entire civilizations are becoming dreamlike over time. They disappear and are constantly being replaced by something fresh, something new. But something here remains constant. So tune into that right now. Again, take a second here and now, because I want you to practice this while you're watching this video versus, later, because we're here right now. So here and now, again, whatever the contents are of this moment, recognize that they are accompanied with a sense of being, the sense of being real. Is there not a sense of aliveness here? A sense of presence? A sense of nowness? A sense of realness? So the practice is to again and again bring your attention to this, you see? No matter what you're doing, no matter where you are, does this sense of being, this sense of aliveness ever go away? Regardless of if there's a lot of thoughts or not much thoughts, regardless of if there's a lot of activity or not that much activity, is it not accompanied by the same sense of awareness, the same sense of aliveness, of beingness? Does the awareness of content ever change? The content may be a lot of negative thoughts or some pleasant thoughts, but does the awareness of negative thoughts differ from the awareness of positive thoughts? Is the awareness, the beingness, not the same? So the teaching that we cover on this channel, and I've given you many ways to implement it, right? Many step-by-step processes as well. It points your attention to that which is real, that which is constant, stable, changeless. And it allows you to establish yourself in that. And by doing so, automatically recognizing the dreamlike existence of the world you consider to be so real. So as the world loses reality, nothing of value will be lost. Things will still remain as they are, but your relationship with them will completely change. And now you will be able to live in the world with detachment. As the old saying is, you are in the world, but not of it. So now you are, through this teaching, through practicing and implementing it consistently, you will be able to embody this teaching. Good luck. Thank you for watching this video. Now, here are a couple of ways that I can be of direct help to you right now, okay? And I'm going to link everything that I mentioned right now in the description box below. So number one is you can join our free Personal Mastery Quest community, our Facebook group, on which you can interact with me personally and ask me all your questions. I love the community over there and I do my best to reply to you as soon as possible, okay? Number two, if you have not yet watched my free Ego to Presence Masterclass, in which I teach you how to implement the teaching of self-inquiry into your life step by step and deepen your meditation and deepen your self-inquiry profoundly, then again, check the link in the description box below and go watch that masterclass. It is 1 hour. It will bring you tremendous value, okay? And now lastly, if you want to work with me and my team personally, and you want me to help you dissolve mind identification and realize your true being, then you can check out my coaching program, the Higher Consciousness Shift. All the details of it are down below in the description box. Just click the link that is under section coaching, okay, and it'll take you there to my personal website where you can go through all the details and book a free call with me, and we can decide if we're the right fit to work together. That's all for today. I will see you in the next video.